Hello! Usually I spend a few minutes of my day on Twitter, and lately I've been seeing these posts, usually from girls who are maybe on a weight loss journey, or maybe they're just in tune with their body and they get worried during the month that they've gained a few pounds, or they look a bit more bloated, or they get a lot more conscious about their bodies around their periods, and they just wonder if this is normal or if everything's okay with their bodies. Actually, my first video on this channel was me tracking my body fluctuations for 24 hours, so this time I decided to do the same but for 30 days, a whole month. Every day for this past month I turned on the camera and I did a body check of how my body looks in the morning before having breakfast or even drinking water. And then I also weighed myself for the purpose of not wanting to trigger anyone who might have suffered from an eating disorder or is still sensitive about this topic. I will not be showing you my exact weight figures, but I will show you the fluctuations that I've suffered throughout the month. So I did this for 30 days, but I got it myself off of the 28-day menstrual cycle. I started on day 14, which is right in the middle of the cycle when there's not a lot of hormonal changes taking place and when I feel the most normal, I think. I also have to mention that this month was very stable. I wasn't exercising at all, so there will be no changes visible from changing up a workout routine, and I didn't make any changes to my diet. I wasn't trying to lose weight and I wasn't trying to gain weight. So everything was very stable, and everything you're seeing is just how my body behaves when really it's just trying to maintain this situation. On day 1, I was in the middle of my menstrual cycle, so I was feeling pretty normal, just as I usually am feeling. On day 5, something happened. I really like curry, so I made a chickpea korma for dinner, and it was quite late in the day. And it was very carby with the rice and the chickpeas and the bread. So naturally, the next day I saw a spike in my weight, and this is completely normal. I had a larger portion and a more carbsy meal than I usually have, and quite late at night. And food can take up to 3 days to follow all the way through your GI tract, so if you have a larger meal or a higher intake day, it is normal for you to feel in the next few days a small change on the scale. Because if you think about it, your food has weight. So while it's going through your system, the weight is going to be there until you eventually poop and then goes away. During the week after, I had a rough time sleeping most days, so it probably didn't help with my bloating and my weight fluctuations. Having poor sleep or straight up sleep deprivation triggers a spike in your cortisol levels, which is your stress hormone. This basically tells your body that it needs to hold on to every bit of energy that it can. So what ends up happening is that your body ends up storing fat that it otherwise wouldn't. At the same time, if you're experiencing poor quality sleep or lack of sleep, your brain will start to look for ways to get quick energy in. So you'll start craving more snacks, and specifically high carb snacks, because carbs are quickly absorbed by the body and give you a quick energy boost. Your body is very smart. See if you can spot when my period arrived. Just got my period. I'm bloated and crampy and sleepy, and I feel like I have a Mack truck parked on my lower back, so doing great. I never used to have back pains on my period before, but I guess I'll have to deal with the fact that I'm not God's favorite anymore. So being a female is awesome. Let's see if you can hear my back crack. Before, I used to get my period on the weekends, which was good because I could just curl up in bed and die. But for some reason now my period comes during the week, so I need to work through it. Women should get like a week off per month to just deal with this. I feel like if men dealt with this, that would be a thing. But that's okay, God's punishing me because I'm not pregnant. I would still not rather be pregnant. I really would like a nap right now. I need to go back to work. Welcome to my TED Talk. My period came on day 19 and immediately I saw a spike in weight. So why is it exactly that we get all these symptoms? The cramps, the pains, the bloating, the water weight, the cravings. The time right before your period is called the luteal phase of your menstrual cycle. During this phase there is a decrease in progesterone which shifts the way your body regulates fluids and salts. And in result this will cause water retention in your body, and it's completely normal, but also there's nothing we can do about it. Also, all of these hormonal changes will cause slow digestion, cravings for more sweet or salty foods, and a greater appetite or a loss of appetite, which is the perfect cocktail for bloating, water retention, and weight fluctuation. My advice is just to take it easy on yourself. Being a girl is already so hard. I mean, look at myself that day. Take it easy on yourself. Allow yourself to be a bit grumpy for a few days. It's okay. Being a girl is very hard already, so adding more pressure on top of it is frankly not going to help, and it's just going to bring you down and make you more stressed. But after my period, as expected, my body fluctuations went back to normal. My weight went back to normal. And remember that our bodies are very smart. Our bodies and our metabolism isn't wired to care about aesthetics. It's wired to survival in the wild. So when you eat a bit more, your body doesn't think, oh my god, I'm not going to look good in that bikini. Your body thinks, great, we have some extra energy that we can use in case she's not able to get more food the next few days. Because if you were in the wild, it was not guaranteed that you were going to get food every day, as opposed to now when you just go to the grocery store and you get it. So what might happen naturally is that one day you eat a bit more, your body will make use of that energy, so the next few days you might feel a bit less hungry, have a bit less of an appetite, because your body is using up the energy that it has accumulated for that one big meal. And these are changes that you don't really notice. It might be those days where you actually don't really feel like having breakfast because you had such a big dinner the night before. Or it's those days where you actually don't even feel hungry during the afternoon and you don't have a snack. It's things that you don't even notice, but your body is smart and your body knows what it's doing. The same way, when you diet, your body doesn't think, oh my god, I'm going to be so fit. Your body thinks, what's happening? Are we in the middle of a war? It anticipates starvation. So what your body is going to do is going to make you feel hungrier, maybe crave dessert or something like that, to try and bring your weight back to its average. And so maybe if you're trying to lose weight and you see your weight going up a bit one day and then going back down and then going a bit up one day and then going back down, it doesn't matter what happens every day, it happens the average of what happens in the long term. And that's why it's not recommendable for you to weigh yourself every day, because it's very tricky and it's not reflective of your true weight. Remember that bloating and water retention will affect your weight, but they're not a reflection of your true weight. Being 1 pound heavier because of water weight does not mean you're 1 pound heavier because you gain body fat. 1 kilo of body fat weight equals 7,700 calories. You would need to ingest 7,700 calories in one day to gain 1 kilo of body fat weight. I don't know about you, but I find that extremely difficult. The same way, for you to gain 1 kilo of body fat in 1 week, you would need to, on average, ingest a total of 7,700 calories above your normal intake. Or on average, ingest 1,100 calories per day, every day of the week. Which, if you're not purposefully trying to do it, it's quite difficult to happen because your body will fight these fluctuations. If you happen to sporadically eat an extra 2,000 calories in any one day, your body's just going to try and compensate the next few days to balance everything out. So if you're struggling with this, I hope this helped you. Please bear in mind that weighing yourself every day will play games with your mind. I mean, look at how many fluctuations I had, and I wasn't even trying to lose or gain weight or anything. So my advice would be to go easy on yourself. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.